I've got to bring it back. I mean, to Peter Dutton. I mean, it got a lot of exposure yesterday after the debate on Sunday night, where he didn't know the cost of a dozen eggs, $4.50, which was more than half of what it is at supermarkets. I mean, does that show he's out of touch of this cost of living crisis in your view?
Well, that depends on whose eggs. If you're buying them locally, trying to support local, mate, you're paying more for them. So I can assure you, eggs is a bit of a difficult one because we have had that bird flu and whatever else. They have gone up in price. And they have reduced, but really, if you don't know that you're struggling to get bread and milk under $10 these days to feed your family, then you're in a lot of trouble. There is no doubt about that. So, look, the cost of living, I think these politicians, you probably go and do your own groceries every now and then, have a really good look, because quite frankly, it is out of control out there, and people are struggling. And we're not just talking small to medium business here. We're talking your everyday punter out there who is struggling to put food on their table for their kids.
Well, I mean, it just sort of has cut through that. When you have a miss like that, it has cut through, and I feel like a claim by a small business owner today who says, look, the true cost of a coffee at the cafe should be $10. For a cafe to break even. Do you see a future, Jacqui, where you might well have to pay $10 for a latte?
I can assure you there is no doubt that we'll have to pay $10 for a latte. Once again, I go back to Nichols Chickens, who in 15 years have put $1.50 extra on their chicken, mate. How the hell is that keeping up with inflation? Because they can't compete against Ingham's out there. Yeah. So to keep these people down here in Tasmania, those 140 jobs, it is at the point of critical timing, and we need to be doing something. You just can't make profit, mate, on $1.50. You can't make profit on $1.50, mate. That's all you put your chickens on up in 15 years. You just can't survive like that.
No,
unless you pass those costs on to others.
I know, and the baker here, Mick, who was on our program, said he had to stop making bread because they just get undercut too much by Woolies, who do their own, and people obviously go to Woolies because it's cheaper. Anyway, just final point here, Jacqui. It might be our last chat before the election. How are you feeling about things this weekend?
Oh, we've still, I had a huge amount of work I've still been trying to finish off just in case, they throw me out down here in Tasmania just in case. So I've been working on that. Nothing stops. You've still got to get on with your electoral work, mate. We have some really big cases on the run right now. A lot of finish up that needs to be done in the next 8 weeks to finish some of those big cases up. We've still got the AFL Stadium here that's on the fight. We've still got the salmon that's on the fight. I have a young case right now with Eden Westbrook on whether or not she was actually killed or took her own life. So there is a lot of stuff going on here in Tasmania. That does not stop just because you're running an election for 5 weeks. You've still got that job to do in your electoral office, and I'll continue to do that right up until the very end. And hopefully Tasmanians will give me that last 6 years, mate, and I can finish those jobs off.
How's my mate Glenn Colomans going?
Oh, Glenn's doing fabulous, mate. I've just about worn him out. I'm telling you. He's keen. I said, mate, I know, we're just going to watch those balls. You've just got to keep staying on top. Each stage, just stay on top, mate, and we'll get you over. Anyway, fingers crossed for Glenn.
Nice one.
Love him.
All right. Jacqui Lambie, good to chat to you as always. We'll talk to you again soon.